Welcome back to The Couch here on Aurora Television around Australia and, of course, Face TV. This is where I am. I'm outside the entry of our studio in the Education Department side, School of Isolation and Distance Education. We call it SIDE. These are some of the shows you would have seen that were made here in the 80s. Now, like School of the Air on radio, this was a school on TV. And all the kids that lived in isolated areas would get their education through this television studio. This is where our guests sit down. We'll probably see a lot more of SIDE and tell you more about it later on. And we go through our first studio door. Now, in there is our main studio, but in here, as you can see, Sonia as well, our floor manager, taking us through to the control room. Let's have a look. Now, the control room, of course, is manned by about 4 people, and they're all men today, so they're manned, I suppose. We've got Brendan here, who's our DA and videotape person. Hello, Brendan. Liam Kyle, our director, of course, keeping everything under control. And, of course, Jerome, who's looking after training up as a director, so we're trying to train people as well. And, of course, over here, looking after our microphones, very important, Ben Varco. Thank you very much, Ben. All a great job. Now, it always gives me a pleasure here at The Couch to have our regulars back. And one of our regulars, who's one of my favourites, is our Wild Things reporter, Marnie Giroud. Marnie, are you with us?
I am, Fred.
Nice to hear your voice. It's been a while.
It has. It's been probably 3 months, I'd say.
It has, but I'm glad you're back. Do you like our new home?
I love it. It's awesome.
Well, tell me what you're going to be talking about today.
Today we're talking about wild things. Can you believe it? We're actually going to be talking about how you at home can help wildlife, and if you're not able to do that, how you can help others with wildlife. So this year, 2014, we want to get you involved in helping with some amazing, amazing wildlife here in our country. So if you've got anything you would like to know more about this year, give us a call, email us, or drop us a line through www.thecouch.com.au.
Hello, Marnie, I'm back.
Hi, I love this new place.
How good is that, eh, having a TV studio?
It's exciting.
It's so amazing. It's the State Education Department owns this place, and I'm really honoured and proud to be here. It's such a beautiful studio.
It is.
And as always, have some beautiful decorations like yourself.
Thank you.
It's nice to talk about this great topic.
It is.
I'll let you lead this country, because I've got my little questions here.
Yeah,
now, we're going to talk about volunteering.
We are. So, I mean, there's 2 ways you can help wildlife. A lot of people say to me, I love wildlife, but, you know, what can I do to help? Or I don't have much time, I don't have much money. And my advice is always, look, you can either do something yourself, and there's some really simple things you can do at home, or you can help others that are helping wildlife. So I guess
volunteering, what sort of role could you have? Volunteering,
there's so many different things you can do, particularly with organisations that are established and out there doing something already. So for instance, you can become a wildlife rehabilitator, which is really fabulous. Get involved with a local organisation and do things like looking after kangaroos, joeys, injured animals, and that's fabulous. And you learn on the job from those amazing volunteers.
And they're everywhere in Australia and New Zealand would have it as well.
They are. Every state will have wildlife organisations.
What about donating?
Donating.
It's for people who can't spare the time, maybe?
Yep, if you can't spare the time, donating is a fabulous way to help wildlife. And again, choose something maybe that you're passionate about or you feel for. So whether it's birds, or it could be a particular species, it could be wild places. So it could be like, you know, the forests in Queensland, the forests in Tasmania.
And a lot of organisations now have websites which you can actually donate directly through.
You can.
And you can have money taken out of your pay every fortnight directly. You don't have to think about it.
That's right. Direct debit is a great way to go. And in fact, I do $20 a week for a local wildlife carer, and that makes all the difference for her, she tells me, because milk for her joeys is really, really expensive. Wow. $20 for me is a couple of coffees, so I'm just like not so caffeinated as I used to be, but it's definitely helping her.
And those that maybe don't have the money but have the time can also help in fundraising.
That's right. Fundraising's a massive, massive thing for a lot of non-profits. It's a huge thing to organise an event. So selling things like chocolates, or getting yourself down to Bunnings or Masters and doing some sausage sizzles, all of those things raise a bit of money and help those non-profits.
Now, I've got a sheet in front that says, help wildlife yourself. Tell me about that. Make sure the pets don't adversely affect wildlife. What does that mean?
Okay, keep your cats indoors, people. If you've got a cat, make sure they're double-belled, because cats can actually sort of hang onto the bell under their chin there and sneak up on wildlife like birds, frogs, small lizards. So keep
research your animals and understand them too.
Yeah, definitely. Cats are instinctually hunters.
So you say keep your cats indoors.
Keep your cats indoors. Look, even during the day, I say, you can take them out on a harness. If you're not into that, a cat runners are perfect.
I know we've only got a short time. I'm going to run through these. Plant natives, tell me what that's all about.
Plant natives, get some native wildlife into your backyard by planting trees and plants that they use themselves.
Beautiful. Choose eco. Friendly.
Choose eco-friendly. Don't use chemicals. Chemicals really adversely affect wildlife in lots of different ways.
And retaining natural bushland.
Retain natural bushland. We don't have enough left, and it's
Why
disappearing
is that?
at a
Because
great.
we're building on it.
We're building on it. We're moving our residential areas out. We are very sprawling in Australia.
And educating yourself and keeping informed.
Keep informed. Watch the papers. Watch Wild Things. Check out the couch. Find out how you can help. And this year, we really want people to let us know what they want to see on Wild Things.
Fantastic. And also take your rubbish with you when you go somewhere for a picnic.
Definitely.
And what about this one? Reporting sick and injured orphan wildlife to your local authorities.
Every state will have an authority that can take those reports. So if you see something, report it. Don't think somebody else will. Just the other day, I pulled a joey out of the bush because its mum had been hit by a car. Probably lots of people had gone past thinking there's no animals left, they're killed on the road, but a little joey was sitting right nearby mum, unfortunately.
Now, just to talk a little bit about you, Marnie, your background, you've worked at the zoo, you're a teacher.
Ex-teacher,
so you're well skilled.
Worked in the Amazon rainforest for 13 years,
Zoo
rescuing and rehabilitating animals, also trapping and relocating native animals here in Western Australia.
So you know what you're talking about, and you're very passionate too, and you believe in what you do.
I do.
If people would like Marnie to cover different stories on wild things or different topics, we'd love to hear from you. Please go to our website, and this is for everybody, thecouch.com.au. That's where we'd love you to go. You can become a couchie, of course. Don't forget, spin it to win it, win Zito great prizes. But we'd love to hear your feedback. Our email address is there, which is, of course, thecouch@westcoasttv.com.au. We'd love to have topics for Marnie, but Marnie will be back every month and she'll cover her topics if we don't hear from you. But we'd love to hear from you because then we can cover the topics you want to hear about.
That's right.
Thank you very much. A nice introduction
Thanks,
for our first time here in the new studio.
It's exciting.
We look forward to seeing you again very, very soon.
Definitely, probably with some awesome wildlife next time.
Yes, I know you love bringing in animals to scare us all. But that's it for this week. Thank you very much to Side for letting us be here, as we said. Fantastic people, Alan and all the crew here. Thank you to all our crew. We've got a wonderful, talented crew here at the Couch, which I'll introduce to you over the next few weeks. Thanks to Liam, and thank you to Adrian for building it all and preparing the studio and making it all work in the last couple of months. Thank you to you at home for watching around Australia and New Zealand. We're going to leave you today with a fantastic song. It's called Do You Love Me? You know the one, Do You Love Me? That one. No, I better not sing it. The Dulcitones. We'll see you next week on the Couch. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Broke my heart, 'cause I couldn't dance.
You didn't even want me around. And now I'm back to let you know I can really shake 'em down. Do you love me? I can really move. Do you love me? I'm in the groove. Do you love me? Do you love me now that I can dance? Watch me now. Hey, work, work. Oh, shake it, baby. Work, work. Oh, shake it down. Work, work. Oh, well, you're driving me crazy. Work. Huh.
I can mash potato,
I can mash potato.
and do the twist.
I can do the twist.
Now tell me, baby,
Tell me, baby,
do you like it like this?
do you like it like this?
Tell me,
Tell me.
tell me.
work, work.
This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Cafe Bella Vista Restaurant and Pizzeria. Azito, give it a go with Azito. Refresh Pure Water. And Reading Cinemas, experience the difference.